Hey, welcome into the final week of the NWGA football pick'em, man. Here we go. Look at that. We got the drum roll. We're ready to go, man. A lot of great games on tap this weekend for sure.
Oh yeah, man. We were going down the list. It's hard to pick a upset pick because we got such good games. But you want to just go ahead and jump in?
Let's jump into it, man. Paulding County, who clinched a playoff spot last week, they're in the 4th spot up there. Heading to Harrison. Harrison is a 35-point favorite.
Yeah, that's a lot of points to overcome. This is a Thursday night game. I haven't. There's a few Thursday night games mingled in here. Hopefully they're all labeled correctly. Harrison, I think, wins this one by a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, I like Harrison, especially at home. They had a big win last week over Hillgrove, secured them a home playoff game first round, so I think they're ready to go. One of the true region title games this weekend, Douglas County at Carrollton. Carrollton is 11-point favorite.
I think we get to see Carrollton be stressed a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think Carrollton wins it by a couple touchdowns as well.
Yeah, I like Carrollton here by maybe 20. Important game, man, in North Paulding's region. If North Paulding wins this, it creates a 3-way tie for first. Based on my math, North Cobb gets the 1. North Paulding will get the 2. If North Paulding loses, they will be the 3 seed. Even at Marietta.
Well, give me North Paulding as the 2 seed. I'm going to take North Paulding to beat Marietta in a barn burner. I think this will be a heck of a game to get out and watch. One of the better matchups this week.
Yeah, I like North Paulding on the road. They've been playing well over the last month. If they end up the 2 seed, they will host Hillgrove. As a 3 seed, they'll travel to Harrison. So they'll stay right there in the neighborhood. Battle for 3rd or 4th in the region. East Paulding at Villa Rica. The important point to mention here is the loser gets to travel to Langston Hughes first round. East Paulding, 7-point favorite.
Man, double loser, double loser. Tough, man. I've underestimated Villa Rica a few times this year. I guess I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go East Paulding and a close one.
Yeah, I got to looking at East Paulding's roster today, man. I really hadn't paid that much attention to them this year. A very young team. I think they're going to be real good in 2026. I like them here on the road at Villa Rica to grab the 3 spot. Kennesaw Mountain at Rome. Rome, a 35-point favorite.
Rome's got that thing rolling, man. They got that thing chugging, and I like them. I like them to have another good game here and beat Kennesaw Mountain pretty easily.
Yeah, Austin, man, he likes Carrollton by 17 in that big region matchup there.
I could see that.
I think Rome 35 is probably being nice. I like Rome 35.
Yeah.
Alexander at South Paulding. South Paulding, 15-point favorite.
South Paulding is one of those teams that's got better as the season went on. I feel like they've improved pretty good. I think they get this win here at home to close out the season. I like South Paulding by a few scores.
Yeah, this is a playoff game / Super Bowl for both of them because the season ends Friday night for both teams.
Yeah.
I like South Paulding at home. Northside at the region champ, Central Lions. Central is a 35-point favorite.
So we got the whistle on Rome, so I'm going to go with the explosion on Central. I think Central's offense explodes here and gets a big-time win over Northside.
Yeah, I like the Lions easy in this one. This is an interesting game. Woodland on a 2-game winning streak here at the end of the year. Dalton is a 12-point favorite on the road.
Yeah, Woodland, you mentioned it. 2-game winning streak. Been playing pretty well. I think Dalton high flying offense will be a little too much. I think Dalton wins this game by a couple scores, but I wouldn't be surprised if you look up in the third quarter and it's still within reach.
Yeah, this is a game that I considered as my upset pick of the week right here. Woodland on a roll. Got a back, Solomon James. It's going to be one of the best 2028 backs in this area. I just think the Dalton offense is too much. I like Dalton by the 12.
I like it.
Jake says Carrollton's 14.5 and Villarica plus 9.5 on Pick'em. Did the Sharp better start laying money on Douglas County Villarica? Nah, I gotta juice the spreads on the Pick'em a little bit, Jake. I gotta make it a little more challenging.
Yeah, he's got a little salt and pepper in there.
Lafayette at Calhoun Thursday night. Calhoun a 35-point favorite.
I think Calhoun just too much here. I think the Yellow Jackets get a big win at home to finish the season and roll into the playoffs.
Yep, I'm going with Calhoun. We don't have the line on this one, but we have it included because it's in that 3A region. Chestatee at GAC. GAC has to be the favorite here at home.
I agree. It's just I come across it and I see the names. We've been talking about them all year, so I guess that's why I put them in there. But GAC, I think they win this one.
Yeah, I like GAC. Very important game here for the Adairsville Tigers, man. Our stat guy, Scott, got to looking. If Adairsville wins this game, they finish second in the region. If they lose, they finish fifth if Gilmer wins. And with their power ranking, they're probably out of the playoffs. So you can go from hosting a playoff game to being out of the playoff game.
All right, I picked against Adairsville a good bit this year, and they won a few times with me picking against them. So I'm sorry, Adairsville Tiger fans, but I'm picking you this week. Give me Adairsville to punch their ticket into the playoffs. They got their back against the wall. They know they got to get in. This Heritage team is not bad, but I think Adairsville at home gets the win and a close one. My upset pick of the week.
Yeah, I know Adairsville pulled off that big win 2 weeks ago over Northwest Whitfield. Played Gilmer tight last week in LJ. Like I said, their backs are against the wall. Man, I just like the senior class at Heritage. I think they get it done. And if Heritage wins this game, Northwest Whitfield will be your number 2 seed in that region. Hosting.
Look, if Adairsville can beat Northwest, Adairsville can beat Heritage. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
I mean, it definitely can happen. It's just, will it?
North Hall, man, at the surprising Dawson County Tigers who upset Lumpkin County last week. Can they do it this week?
No, thank you. I'll take North Hall on this one.
Yeah, I like North Hall by the 28. Gilmer at Ridgeland. Gilmer a 22-point favorite on the road.
Ridgeland's that team that we've seen score some points against Darlington and a couple other schools that we just thought had a shot at maybe busting out a little bit, and they have at times. But I like Gilmer, and I think Gilmer is going to be too much for Ridgeland, even though Gilmer's on the road.
Yeah, I like Gilmer in this one. I think it'll be closer than 22. I mean, just travel type of play. I think that the Ridgeland team is kind of like that Woodlands team, man. Very young. I think they're going to be good in 2026. But I'll take the Bobcats here on the road. This line kind of surprised me. Pickens at Lumpkin. Lumpkin is a 1-point favorite.
I tell you what, I'm going to take the draft. I'm going to take Pickens in this one, even though it's on the road. Pretty big game, almost an even spread. Give me Pickens in a close one.
Yeah, this is kind of a back against your wall game for Lumpkin too, man. Got to look in, and if Lumpkin were to lose this, they might not make the playoffs based on the power rankings. They're like the 33rd team in right now. I like Lumpkin at home. I'll take Lumpkin. Union County on Thursday night, traveling down to North Cobb Christian. North Cobb Christian, a 13-point favorite.
Yeah, I think North Cobb wins this one and really close. I think it's a close game.
Yeah, I like North Cobb Christian in this one. They seem to have gotten it going again the last 2 weeks. Now, they started out hot and they went through a little lull in the middle of the season, but Offense is clicking. Um, Here's an interesting question: who do you think is peaking at the right time?
Oh man, there's a lot of choices out there. It could be this Daresville team that I talked about. It could be the Daresville team peaking. Uh, looking at some of these other, just looking at some of the games we already picked here. Uh,
I know
all
it's
these
kind of a
teams.
cop out, but I think Rome is peaking at the right time.
Yeah, I think the last couple of weeks we've talked about them putting full games together, dominating performances, not just playing a half or a couple quarters or whatnot. Um, I can't really pick anybody out. Maybe I know we hadn't got to them yet, but maybe like a Pepperell or somebody like that picking at the right time.
Central, I mean, Central's seemed
Central,
like they've kicked it into another gear.
yeah.
Cartersville, I don't know if they're peaking, man. They've been peaking all season.
I was going to say they've been on Everest all year, and they've been on the peak.
Austin wants to know any potential first round matchups for Rome at the moment. Yeah, when I got to doing the bracket, it looks like Noonan. Noonan will be Rome's first round team. Second round is going to be interesting because they're going to get the winner of Houston County and Lee County game this weekend.
Huh.
That'll be an interesting game at Barron Stadium, round two.
Well, at least it won't be TCC.
Yeah, yeah. A TCC team is something, man. But LFO at Murray County, LFO a 31-point favorite.
Yeah, I think LFO just too good of a team here. Too much offense, too many points. They'll beat Murray County, I believe.
Yeah, I like LFO. Ringo, man, at the Coahulla Creek Colts. You talk about a team peaking at the right time. I think Coahulla Creek has played their best football over the last month.
I was just going to mention. I was going to say, this is a 14-point spread, but do not be surprised if Coahulla Creek is right here in this game late. I think they have what it takes to be there to match up against Ringo. I do not think they win this game, but I think they give Ringo a big scare. I think Ringo wins it by less than 14.
Yeah, I agree 100%. This is a game that needs the gongs, the explosion, the freight train. Region championship game. Two teams undefeated in the region. North Murray at Rockmart. Rockmart a 5-point favorite.
Got the heartbeat going. Let's see here. Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
Rockmart. I like North Murray and what they have, but not quite as much as what I like from Rockmart. Rockmart at home. Give me Rockmart by more than the 5.
Yeah, man. The crowd's going to be wild. Stadium's going to be packed Friday night. I think the Yellow Jackets just have too much size for North Murray. I think North Murray hangs with them. But, man, they got some big dudes over there at linebacker for Rockmart that are going to wear on you for 4 quarters. I like the Jackets. Fannin at Gordon Lee on Thursday night. Gordon Lee a 22-point favorite.
Yeah, Gordon Lee got too much explosion. Too many people on offense. That can get in the end zone. I just don't see Fannin being able to slow them the way they need to. And then conversely, Gordon Lee's defense has been pretty good. So I like Gordon Lee to win this one by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Does Gordon Lee have a down game, man, after clinching the region championship last Friday? Do they kind of coast into this one, or they come out ready to play?
I think they're ready to play. I think they're ready to roll into the playoffs. I think this Fannin team's not a bad team now. I mean, they're capable. I mean, we've seen them go toe to toe earlier in the year with some pretty good teams. But I just don't think they're going to stop Gordon Lee.
No, I think Gordon Lee will be excited to be in front of the home fans. First region title since 1978. Man, they'll be pumped up, ready to go. I like Gordon Lee. Model on the road at Temple. Temple a 20-point favorite.
Man, give me Temple in this one. You know, I honestly really thought about it, but Temple, my Tigers is going to show back up. I mean, it's just been rough, man. I'm telling you. I mean, this team. We were talking about them scoring 60 points a game the first couple of weeks of the season. Now I know either the competition may have changed on them, or you know, I don't know exactly what has went down, but I think they have enough to get a win here against Model at home. So I'll take Temple in a close one.
Yeah, I have to say, man, I was happy to see them crack that 40 point mark last Friday night. I mean, after struggling for about a month or so, and looks like they got the train back on tracks last Friday night at Darlington. Um, they might have found something on offense there. I like Temple. I think Model will keep it closer than 20, but I'm gonna go with the Tigers. I also wants to know, who did we pick for North Murray Rockmart? We both went with the Yellow Jackets at home.
Yes, sir.
There's Charles, Model for the upset.
Yep.
Our Murchie at Christian Heritage. Christian Heritage, a 35-point favorite.
Yeah, Christian Heritage, 2 multiple. That quarterback is going to be somebody definitely to deal with in whatever region he ends up in after the reclass next year. Probably in single A somewhere, if I had to guess. Probably over there with Trine somewhere. What do you think? Is that where
I
you
think so.
expect? You know, I would expect that region to get back together, the old region, with Gordon Lee and Bowden and Trine and Christian Heritage and all them, probably, most likely. But
Darlington.
Darlington, yeah. There'll be some. There's always been some battles between, you know, Trine, Darlington, and Bowden, and you know those teams. So I think Christian Heritage wins this one pretty easily over the Blue Indians from our Murchie.
Yeah, I think Charlie Baxter at Christian Heritage and Parson at Rockmart have been 2 of the freshman quarterbacks around that have really had a good season.
I think those are 2 guys that if they stick at these schools, which one would believe they might, and 3 years from now, man, they're definitely going to be in the running for Northwest Georgia Player of the Year.
Absolutely. I like Christian Heritage in this one. Dade County on the road at Gordon Central. Gordon Central is a 9-point favorite.
Man, I tell you what, I've seen both of these teams in person. Give me the Wolverines in a close one at Gordon Central. I think they find a way, move the ball through the air just enough to give Gordon Central a few fits. You know, you kind of got to grind it out against Dade. I think Gordon Central has that home run hitter. Sorry, I don't know the running back's name, but they have a couple guys that can hit the home run. But hitting home runs against Dade is not easy to do. So I like Dade to come out and battle, be physical, and win a close one. You like Dade too?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Wolverines, man. Coach Post and those guys, I know had a tough week last week, but I don't think there's any quitting those guys. I don't think there's any quitting Gordon Central either. I saw a stat this week. Gordon Central, with that win last week versus our Murchie, clinched their first winning season in 13 years, man, which is huge for a first-year head coach. I think they have a fairly young team. I think a lot of positives going forward, man, up at Gordon Central. But I'm gonna take Dade in this one in a close one.
I like it. Sorry, I'm clicking on some other stuff here. There we go.
Another region championship, man. 6A D1 championship. A lot of eyes on this one. I know there's a lot of buzz. Pepperell at Hurd. Hurd is a 19-point favorite.
Whoo, that's a lot of points, boys. That's giving some big time respect to Hurd County. I think they're well deserving of it. It's at Hurd County. You know, these two have been 2 of the hottest teams in our area. Pepperell especially. You know, Hurd's just been doing what they do all year long. And put me on the spot. I think I'm going to have to go I think I'll go with the Braves. A little bit more multiple. I think the Braves get it done and a close one. So we'll give it a little couple of chops.
Yeah, I was waiting to see who. I was waiting to see Charles pick on this one. You know, he didn't say anything about the points, but he says, "You know who I'm rolling with."
Hey, that's all you got to say.
Yeah, we kind of forgot about Pepperell earlier in the year, man, because they lost two games early on. But when you go back and look at the two teams they lost to,
Yes.
I mean, um, I like Hurd in this one, but I think it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a 4-quarter game. It's going to be a fun one to watch, man. Charles is going to be all bundled up down there, blowing that horn. I like Hurd by a score.
I agree with you.
The Chattooga Indians looking to get in the playoffs, man. They need this one. On the road at Coosa. Chattooga is a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm maybe the second time. They hadn't been a favorite much this year, but I think Chattooga covers this. I think Chattooga has been a lot more physical than some of the teams they've played this year, and they've got the big guys to line up and just punish you, and the running backs there. They've been getting it done. They really improved as the season went on. You've seen them the other day against Dade. Fletcher is really improved since early in the year, and their run game went. Their overall totals from the first three games, from like 125, 150 on offense to 300 or 400, is really jumped up, and they've got better as it went. So I like Chattooga to win this one by a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll say if Chattooga plays the way they did, like they did last Thursday when I saw them, I think they'll win easily. They ran the ball well, didn't commit any turnovers. I got to looking at the film that I took at the game. I don't think they had a play over 6 or 7 yards. I mean, they just grinded it out, you know.
Yeah,
And
reminds me of the offense that we used to see, with Clay Hott in charge down there. Just
three or four, yeah.
Stay ahead of the chains.
And played a pretty good defense. I think Dave scored on a couple of big plays, couple of busts. I mean, for the most part, they played well on both sides of the ball. I like Chattooga here. Slide into the playoff spot. Get to travel down to Worth County or somewhere, Thomasville, first round.
Yeah, maybe they'll draw. Maybe they'll get Gordon Lee, and they'll be right here close by.
Bremen, 7-point favorites at Darlington. Bremen is a touchdown favorite. I'm curious Charles's take on this one.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see his take, but I'm going to give my take before he says anything. But I'll take the Blue Devils on the road here, and I think they win by more than 7. And yeah. Charles
taking the Blue Devils.
He's on board.
Yeah, I think if you start looking at the power rankings, man, this is an important game for Bremen. Also, they're right there on the cusp. It's a game that they need to win to make sure they can sleep well Friday night. I like the Blue Devils. This is actually a region championship game. We kind of forgot about Tryon too, but Tryon can still win this region with a win Thursday night. Bowden coming to town.
This is a finish first or finish fourth for Tryon, correct?
Yep.
It'd be a 3-way tie. I think would put them in fourth if they lose. I think. Man, my power's flashing in here. Sorry. I don't know why. I was looking up trying to figure out why my power is flashing. But anyway, I think at that Tryon, Tryon is really going to have. I mean, they're going to fill the stadium up like they always do. It'll be loud. They'll be proud, and I think they may make a few plays here and play for a little bit. But I think Bowden is just on another level, and I think I don't think they've seen what Bowden's going to bring to them this week, and I think Bowden wins this one by 28.
Yeah, I think it's cheap, but I think Bowden's one of those teams that's peaking at this time of the year. Also,
Yeah.
they always find a way to make a game personal. Man, they come out with something to prove every week. I mean, 3-time champions, and you're still trying to prove something every Friday night. I like Bowden in this one.
Yeah.
Jake, I have to admit, man, I thought about this. I actually tried. I waited until they absolutely were freezing to death before I turned mine on.
Well, I will say that I got one of those fancy systems where it's like in between a certain temperature, so it turns itself on if it gets to a certain temperature inside the house. So like a range or whatever. It saves me a lot of money though.
Yeah, Jake says too to make sure you bundle up on Friday night.
Yeah, I think 65 for a high on Friday, so it'll be down in the 50s and 40s some places.
It's going to be close to 40 degrees. Yeah. Any news on reclassification? No, we haven't heard any yet. That'll probably come out when?
I don't know
Closer
when
to Thanksgiving?
when it'll finalize, but I mean, the information that I have now, it mostly looks like obviously they're going to go back to 7 classifications. You may not know this, but not you, but Tevin here. I don't know why. I don't know the depth of his question, but I know that they're going back to 7 classifications. So a lot of teams will move up. Say, let's just give a Chattooga example. They're in that 1A right now, D1. They'll go back to the 2A most likely, and teams that were in 3A, they're now in 2A, probably going to jump back to 3A. It's going to spread it out a little bit. You'll have your private schools that'll still play in their own bracket in the playoffs, but they'll be in public school regions. Correct?
Correct.
Pretty sure.
That's the plan right now.
That's the plan. And one thing I mentioned to you, and I don't know how exactly they're going to do it, but you have 2 regions now, and a lot of that in AA in Northwest Georgia had teams like Chattooga, Pepperell, all those together. So I'm interested to see, do they keep those regions separated? How many is in each region? You would imagine that Gordon Lee, Christian Heritage, those teams there will be out of the region that Chattooga's in, along with Armuchee and those teams. So does Pepperell and them come back up? I don't know what they're going to do there. It'll be very interesting to see that. But I think it'll be almost similar to what it was before.
Yeah.
Except for we'll be using the power rankings to determine every classification.
Yeah, I kind of see it being similar to what it is now. Really, they just changed the name. So they have Class A, D2, it's going to be Class A, and then Class A, D1 now it's going to be 2A, and then
you're right. 2A will be 3A, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Now there may be a few teams that'll be up and down. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, beforehand I think GAC was in that 3A. So not GAC. Gordon Central was having to play up in that 3A. So it depends on what the cutoffs are. I don't know. It's do tell. He said he's heard potential regions from reliable sources, but got to keep it confidential.
If you write them all down and put them behind McDonald's on turn them a call, I'll go by there and pick them up, Jake. I'll say I found them. I'll say I found them in the gutter.
Don't make no paper trail though. You can come on here and we'll do like a backstage thing. Okay. So you got some inside information as well. So we'll be on the back page here in about 5.
I tell you, man, I'm going to tell you right now, if Rockmart drops back down to single A.
No, I don't see that. I mean, would their numbers warrant that? I don't think so.
They were in single A last year, or the last time we were around. They were in there with Armuchee and Dade County, back when they were the single A teams.
Yeah, they could. They were in Chattooga's region for a while there. Yep. You never know.
Yeah, he says the latest on numbers are showing single A.
Well, it wouldn't be single A though, would it? I mean, it'd be 2A, right? Single A would be like Trine and Mount Zion and those teams, and then you would have 2A, which would be your Armurchie, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think Jake wants to play me or Benton in poker, does he?
Something you may not know of a fun fact about Lawrence is he's a very good poker player. Yeah, tournament champ. He's got more set down than I do. I can't sit there that long, man. I like cash games, and he's the opposite. He like tournament style.
Yeah, I'm a tournament guy. I'll get killed in the cash game because
I like to get in and get out.
Man, all right, guys.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm just getting ready to end it, man. We'll be back on here Friday night for the final regular season Al Smith Alpha Insurance Scoreboard Show, and I think over the next few weeks, man, we'll have a playoff preview show. We'll when the brackets finally get finalized, and we'll pick some games, man. Pick some state champs.
Yeah, we'll give our thoughts on the brackets. I mean, I'll go ahead and shoot. I'll tell you who I think is going to win every division. I'll probably miss 7 out of 7.
Mr. Perez, man, you can put this on your bulletin board. We both picked Rockmart.
We did pick Rockmart, yeah.
Yeah, you guys can blow it up and tape it and stick it in the locker room for the next couple of days. But I mean, it's tough to go down to Rockmart.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough. Big time game.
All right, man. Well,
yes, sir.
Make sure you dress warm this weekend.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give it a shot.
All right, man.
We here